In the high-rises of Seoul, where money flowed faster than emotions, Min Yoongi ruled his corporate empire like a machine, cold, sharp, invincible. To the world, he was a billionaire CEO. To himself, he was just empty. He had no time for warmth, no patience for small talk, and definitely no space for love. Until she arrived. Aradhya Mehra, a 25-year-old architect from Delhi, had eyes like secrets and a mind that read between lines. She wasn't loud, but she was undeniable. Hired to lead a confidential urban renewal project in Yoongi's company, she walked into his life like a quiet storm. He first noticed her during a board meeting. She wasn't intimidated by the suits or his silence. She presented her blueprint with calm confidence, barely glancing at him. "You're too idealistic," he interrupted. "And you're too afraid of change," she replied, softly, but firmly. No one spoke to him like that. No one dared. But she did. And that's when she became the only thing he couldn't control. He started watching her. From the glass walls of his office. In team meetings. During coffee breaks. Her laughter was rare, but when it happened, it made the walls feel warmer. He never said much. Just watched. And when she caught him looking, she never looked away. One night, she stayed late. Again. He walked in to find her asleep on the conference couch. Her hair loose, one hand resting on her stomach, the other clutching a sketchbook. Yoongi knelt beside her and gently touched her hair. She stirred. "Are you watching me sleep now?" she mumbled. "Only because you look like peace," he whispered. She blinked, unsure if she was dreaming. He leaned down and kissed her, slowly, gently, like he was afraid to break her. That kiss turned into a storm. He lifted her, pushed the files aside, and kissed her again, this time with everything he'd never said. That night, they crossed the line. And neither of them looked back. Days passed. The air between them grew heavier. Their conversations were filled with unspoken things. Glances became touches. Arguments became foreplay. One moment they were bickering, the next they were inches away, breathless, needing. In the elevator. In his office. At her apartment. He loved her with his hands before he ever said the word. Then came Ayan. Smart. Charming. New intern from Mumbai, half Korean. He instantly clicked with Aradhya. Shared snacks. Walked her home. Even brought her flowers once. Yoongi saw red. He never confronted her directly. But the signs were there. He'd call her into his office for no reason. Show up at her desk unannounced, stare coldly when Ayan made her laugh. One day, Yoongi snapped. "You like him?" he asked, voice low. "He's kind. He listens," she said. "So do I." "No. You watch. You touch. But you never stay." He pulled her close, pressing his forehead to hers. "I hate that someone else sees you more than I do." And then he kissed her like punishment. Desperate, breathless. Like he was losing her. That night, they made love like it was the last time. Rough, messy, honest. Her moans filled his penthouse. His hands gripped her thighs like lifelines. "You're mine," he whispered into her skin. "Then hold me like I am," she replied. But she started pulling away. Because love wasn't enough when it was always hidden behind ego. She stopped replying instantly. Skipped lunch with him. Focused on her work. Yoongi felt her slipping through his fingers, and it scared him more than failure ever had. So he did what he never thought he would. He asked her to stay. He booked a private rooftop. No crowd. No noise. Just white lights, soft music, and a velvet ring box. When she arrived, he walked up slowly. "I don't say it right. I don't show it right. But I love you, Aradhya." "Then stop pretending you don't," she said, holding back tears. "Marry me. And I'll spend every day learning how to love you right." Her eyes welled up. "You don't deserve me," she whispered. "I know. But I'm asking anyway." She didn't say yes. She kissed him. And that was enough. 3 weeks later, in a quiet ceremony in Seoul, under fairy lights and marigold garlands, they became husband and wife. He tied the Mangal Sutra around her neck, applied sindoor in her parting, kissed her forehead as soft Sanskrit chants echoed in the background. You look like forever, he whispered as he held her hands. That night, they stood by their window, watching the city. You're not as cold as you think, she said, placing her head on his shoulder. Only because you kept melting me. She'd walk around in his oversized shirts, and he'd follow her like a shadow. He cooked breakfast once, burned everything. She kissed the burn on his hand like it was sacred. Sometimes they argued. Sometimes they didn't speak for hours. But every night, they found their way back to each other. In silence, in touch, in whispers. He still got jealous. She still teased him about it. And he still kissed her like it was the first time.